Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to walk you guys through on Createstudio review. I'm going to walk you guys through on everything you need to know about Createstudio, the pros, the cons, my personal experience with them, and after I'm done walking you guys on all these, you will be able to make an informed decision on whether or not Createstudio is what you would like to use for your video creation. So I'm going to walk you guys through on everything you need to know about this Createstudio, okay? And after that, after getting all the information that I'm going to give you here, if you decide you want to use this Createstudio, what I recommend you do is for you to use the link that I'm going to be dropping down below in the description of this video. That's a link to Createstudio official website, okay? And Createstudio actually gives you some discount because that I'm talking about, the time that I paid for mine, I didn't use the full money, okay? I used the discount and it actually made me save some money. So I recommend you use the link. And apart from that, if you found this video very useful and helpful, do leave me a like in this video and I'm going to appreciate that, okay? If you happen to have any question pertaining to this Createstudio, leave me a question down below in the comment section and I'm going to be here to answer all the questions, okay? So now that I've talked about all these things, I'm going to get this review started and I'm going to start with the pros and the cons, which are the things that I liked about this Createstudio and the things that I don't really like about this Createstudio. And after that, I'm going to share my personal experience and give you guys my final verdict. That's my final conclusion on whether or not Createstudio is going to be the right software for you. But before I do that, I just want to give you guys a brief explanation of what this Createstudio is. For those of you who haven't really understood what it is or what it does, or for those of you who are hearing Createstudio for the first time, or for those of you who are skeptical as to whether or not you should actually use this Createstudio, okay? So basically, Createstudio is a video creation software that makes it easy for you to create professional looking 3D animated videos. It has a drag and drop interface that allows you to easily add characters, backgrounds, props, text, and more to create stunning videos. So that's exactly what Createstudio is. It's a video creation software, okay, that allows you to create a professional looking 3D animated videos, okay? So now that I've talked about that, I'm now going to move on to the point of this video where I'm going to talk about the pros and the cons, okay? And I'm going to start with the pros, which are the things that I liked about this very Createstudio, and after that I'm going to talk about the cons, which are the things that I didn't really like and I feel like you also might not like it about this Createstudio, okay? So coming to the pros, the first thing that I would love to mention here as the pro that comes with using this very Createstudio is the fact that Createstudio is a safe site, okay? It's a legit site. I've actually used them and I've used all of their competitors who are not that reliable, okay? I've used this Createstudio for some months now and it's actually working for me, and that's me here giving you this very review because that's how I operate on my YouTube channel. I find some product or some softwares or some companies, I test them out and I come here on YouTube, I give them some period of time and I come here on YouTube and actually show you guys everything you need to know about this very site, so just you know what you're going to expect while using the site, okay? So that's how I operate on my YouTube channel. So coming to whether or not Createstudio is safe, for me it's safe. It's 100% safe and legit. And another thing to show that these guys are actually safe and legit is me bringing up Trustpilot, okay? If you guys doesn't know what Trustpilot is, I always say that on my YouTube videos. Trustpilot are sites that people actually go to leave reviews on any company or software they've actually used, okay? If you go to Trustpilot, you're going to see that a lot of people, not just me here telling you guys on YouTube channel, a lot of people have actually said good thing about this very Createstudio. A lot of people have actually complimented them, saying good things about them, and that's me also saying it because I've actually used it and it worked perfectly well for me, okay? So now that I've talked about that, the next pro on my list here that I have to mention here that comes with using this very Createstudio is the fact that it has every video style you need, okay? If you need video ads, YouTube videos, promotional videos, hand sketch doodle videos, if you don't know what is hand sketch doodle videos, it's a video where there is going to be some kind of voiceover and you're going to see someone writing with pen on the screen, okay? That's what we call hand sketch doodle videos, okay? So this very Createstudio has the feature. It's going to give you that kind of video if you want it. It's going to give you TikTok ads, YouTube videos, Instagram, explainer videos, every kind of video style that I actually need is going to give it to you, and that's something that I loved about this very Createstudio, okay? And I would love to mention it here as one of the pro that comes with it. So now that I've talked about that, the third pro on my list here that I would love to mention here that comes with using this very Createstudio is the fact that there are amazing collections of templates and characters to be added, okay? So that's one of the feature and that's one of the pro that this very Createstudio actually gives you, okay? There are lots of beautiful templates that you're actually going to choose that is going to make your video to stand out as opposed to other videos that people are actually making, and that's something that I loved about this very Createstudio, okay? So now that I've talked about that, the next pro on my list that I have to mention here that comes with using this Createstudio is the fact that it speeds up your video creation process, okay? I love how fast they are. Their site is actually updated and they keep on bringing bringing new features out of their site every time. Okay, every month I do see new features out of their sites and I do enjoy them. Okay, their video creation process is actually fast. You don't need to start getting yourself confused there. If you know what you want, go there, do it, and you're going to see how fast it's actually going to play. And that's something that I loved about these guys. Okay, and now that I've talked about that, the next pro here that I would love to mention here is that it's user-friendly interface. Okay, it's very easy for you to use even if you're a beginner, talk less of you being a pro or intermediate. Okay, I love how easy and understandable the interface, the dashboard, everything seems to be. And another thing that I would love to mention here is that it has guide, it has tutorial videos. So apart from me here telling you what you need to know about this very site, it actually has guide on their platforms. That's the site that is going to actually direct you, walk you through on everything you need to know about this Createstudio. Okay, so now that I've talked about that, the last but not the least pro on my list here that I would love to mention you that Createstudio has is the fact that they have a very good customer support team. Okay, I love their customer support. People have actually said good about their customer support, and that's me here telling you that their customer support is a top notch compared to other competitors. Okay, I've used them, I've had issue with them, I've messaged them, and they get to reply to me. They get to give me some guidance steps that I actually took that made me solve the problem. Okay, and that's me here telling you guys that their customer support is a top notch, and I'm giving them bravo for that. Okay, so now that I've talked about that, I'm now going to move on to the cons. Okay, that's the things that I didn't really like about this Createstudio, and I feel like you also might not like it. Okay, so for the cons, the first thing that I would love to mention here that I didn't really like about this Createstudio is the fact that it's an online software. Okay, you have to be online in order for you to operate it. You have to be online in order for you to create videos. You have to be online in order for you to do anything. It's not something like offline where you're just going to calm down, do anything you want to do. Something like Photoshop that even if you open it anytime, you can actually operate it. But this is an online software. You have to be online in order for you to do that, and that's something that I don't really like about this very software. Okay, but other of their competitors actually offers you some offline benefits that are actually going to do it offline. Okay, but these guys actually do it for you only on online. If you're online, that's the time that you'll be able to use this site. But I don't really have issue with that because it's actually giving me what I want, and I'm someone that is always online, so I urge you to be online too. Okay, so now that I've talked about that, the next con on my list here that I didn't really like, which other of these softwares actually suffers from it, is the fact that you have to be aware of some scammers. Okay, some scammers actually build sites that are similar to this very Createstudio, and they use it to scam people that are not that educated much or that are not that wise on the internet space. So I recommend you go to your browser, whether Google Chrome, Safari, Phoenix, anyone that you're using, Firefox, search for www.createstudio.com. Okay, and you're going to use it. Or better still, if you want it to be much more easier for you, use the link that I'm going to be dropping down below in the description of this video, and I'm going to appreciate that. Okay, so now that I've talked about that, I'm going to talk about the pricing. When it comes to the pricing, their pricing is actually affordable, and that's something that I loved about these guys. Okay, you can actually afford it if you are more serious about that. It's not that costly. You can actually afford it, maybe $20. Up here on the screen are the pricing that this very Createstudio has. Okay, look it, check it, and check the features, and go with anyone you want to go. So now that I've talked about that, I'm now going to share some personal experience that I've actually had with these guys. Okay, and give you guys my final verdict. So when it comes to my personal experience, I've actually used this Createstudio for some months now. I first heard of it on a YouTube video. I saw them on an advertisement showcasing what they have, telling us about their features, what they will be able to do for you, and I said okay, and I really needed that time, so I decided to give it a trial, and it worked perfectly well for me. And that's me here telling you that Createstudio works. It works 100%, and I recommend them to you guys. Okay, use them, come to my comment section or come to my video, tell me how it actually worked for you, and I will be glad to hear that. Okay, so now that I've talked about that, I'm going to round this video up right now. Okay, if after watching this video you've seen everything that I've actually talked about this Createstudio, and you decided you want to use this Createstudio, what I recommend you do is for you to use the link that I'm going to be dropping down below in the description of this video and also in the comment section. Okay, don't forget to leave me a like in this video. Don't forget to comment down below asking me any question you have to ask me pertaining to this Createstudio, and I'm going to answer all the questions. I'm going to call this a free review here. Do have a nice day, stay safe out there, peace out.